Hi again, my name is Shaban Kansu, and today we are going to study Tintin 2, Unit 7. How do you get there? Before we start studying, I always assign vocabulary notebook. I hope you will be prepared for the vocabulary here, for the vocabulary Unit 7. And we are going to repeat all the vocabulary items together. Okay. Let's start. Okay, if you are ready, we are going to start. To walk. To walk. To drive. To go by car. To take a bus. To ride a bike. To take a taxi. To take a train. How do you get to school? How do you get home? Jealous. Fair. Project. To finish. To invite. To cheer up. Okay. Sorry for that. Okay, into the other one. Page 2. Okay, the following word is dinner. Listen and repeat again. Dinner. To call. Once a week. Twice a week. 3 times a week. Every day. Movie or film. One on weekdays. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Weekdays. On weekends. Saturday and Sunday. Buffet. City buses. School buses. Train. To commute. Non-traditional. Let's go back again. And let's come to the third page. The last page. Life jacket, boat trip, almost, welcome home. Yes, these are all the vocabulary items you have to study before you start studying Unit 7. Okay, now we are ready to start Unit 7. Yes. How do you get there? In this unit, we are going to study the simple present tense information questions, such as what do you do, where is Kenny, how often does Kenny have lunch at Marty's, that kind of questions, and vocabulary about transportation, bus, train, plane, and so on, time expressions, and social language. Ask about activities and transportation. You are going to learn how to ask questions about transportation and the activities. Okay, let's start with the vocabulary transportation. Now, look at the photos, read and listen. If you are ready, let's start listening. Read and listen.
Unit 7. How do you get there? Unit 7. Page 50. Vocabulary. Exercise 1. Look at the photos. Read and listen. 1,
Walk.
2,
Drive.
3,
Go by car.
4,
Take a bus.
5,
Ride a bike.
6,
Take a taxi.
7.
Take a train.
Yes. Let's come to the pronunciation. The same section. Now this time you are going to listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. Again, I'm going to help you
Unit
with
7.
the pictures.
Page 50. Vocabulary. Exercise 2. Listen and repeat.
Walk. Drive. Go by car. Take a bus. Ride a bike. Take a taxi. Take a train.
Yes. Now we came to the listening comprehension. Listen to each conversation, okay? Choose a means of transportation. By car, by plane, by a taxi, by bike, or on a train. Okay, by train, you can say. Now let's listen, and you're going to match. Look at here.
Unit 7. Page 50. Vocabulary. Exercise 3. Listening comprehension. Listen to each conversation. Choose a means of transportation to answer each question. 1,
How do you get to work?
I usually drive.
You see, she usually
2,
drives.
How does your dad get home in the evening?
He takes a train.
3,
Let's go to the beach, okay?
Okay, how should we go?
We should ride our bikes.
4,
The concert's this afternoon. That's right. Should we walk there? No, let's take a taxi. With 2 people, it's not too expensive.
5,
Where's Central Park?
Central Park. It's in front of the Art Museum on New York Avenue.
Can we walk?
Actually, we should take the bus.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, you are going to listen the second time. You are going to listen the second time.
Unit 7. Page 50. Vocabulary. Exercise 3. Listening comprehension. Listen to each conversation. Choose a means of transportation to answer each question. 1,
How do you get to work?
I usually drive.
2,
How does your dad get home in the evening?
He takes a train.
3,
Let's go to the beach, okay?
Okay, how should we go?
We should ride our bikes.
4,
The concert's this afternoon. That's right. Should we walk there? No, let's take a taxi. With 2 people, it's not too expensive.
5,
Where's Central Park?
Central Park. It's in front of the Art Museum on New York Avenue.
Can we walk?
Actually, we should take the bus.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, now there's about you section here. If you have finished this, how does she get to work? She goes to work driving a car. Or she drives to work, you can say. How does his dad get home in the evening? Think about that. How should they get to the beach? Do you remember? And how should they get to the concert? How should they get to the park? Okay, let's look at the answers. You see the answers here. How does she get to work? It's by a car. How does his dad get home in the evening? He goes by train. Goes home by train. How should they get to the beach? Okay, riding a bike. Okay, 4. How should they get to the concert? How should they get to the concert? That's by a taxi. How should they get to the park? How should they get to the park? C. By bus. Okay, how do you get to school? For example, I get to work by car. How do you get home? Think about this. By a service bus, by a train, by metro, by riding a bike, or a taxi. Okay. I drive home. Okay. Now let's look at the other parts. Yes, we came to the topic snapshot. Read and listen to the conversation. Okay, just read and listen to the conversations. Now look at the picture. Where are they? Think about this. Is she a housewife? Is she a cook? What's she doing? Where is she? Where are they? Are they in the living room? Are they in the kitchen? Where are they? Think about this. And who is she? Who is she to her? Okay. Now let's listen.
Unit 7, page 51. Topic snapshot. Exercise 1. Read and listen to the conversation. 1.
Hey, Mom. Where's Kenny?
He's on his way to Marty's for lunch. Marty's mom is driving the boys there.
Again? How often does Kenny have lunch at Marty's? This is the second time this week.
Uh-oh. Are you jealous of your brother?
2.
Well, it's not fair. I can never go to a friend's house for lunch on a school day.
Allie, Kenny and Marty are working on a geography project for school. It's their homework.
But, Mom...
3.
Okay, let's come to 3.
Allie, when you have a class project, you can eat at your classmate's house too.
Really?
I have an idea.
4.
Finish your homework after lunch, and you can invite your cousin Claudia here for an early dinner.
Well...
Come on, Allie, cheer up and call Claudia. Her dad gets home at 5:30 on Wednesdays. I'm sure he can drive Claudia here.
Okay. I want you to read again these dialogues, and look at the question. Look at the sentences, let's say, whether they are true or false, or no information about that, according to the topic snapshot. Okay, read these sections, and look at the statements, let's say. Are the statements true or false, or you don't have any information? The first one is done for you. Kenny always eats lunch at home on school days. Kenny always eats lunch at home on school days. Yes, that's false. 2. Look at 2. Kenny is doing a project with a friend. 3. The food at Marty's house is delicious. Ali often eats lunch at her friends on school days. Claudia is Ali's cousin. And Claudia's father is Ali's mom's brother.
Unit 7, page 51. Topic snapshot. Exercise 1. Read and listen to the conversation. 1.
Hey, Mom. Where's Kenny?
He's on his way to Marty's for lunch. Marty's mom is driving the boys there.
Again? How often does Kenny have lunch at Marty's? This is the second time this week.
Uh-oh. Are you jealous of your brother?
2.
Well, it's not fair. I can never go to a friend's house for lunch on a school day.
Allie, Kenny and Marty are working on a geography project for school. It's their homework.
But, Mom...
3.
Allie, when you have a class project, you can eat at your classmate's house too.
Really?
I have an idea.
4.
Finish your homework after lunch, and you can invite your cousin Claudia here for an early dinner.
Well...
Come on, Allie, cheer up and call Claudia. Her dad gets home at 5:30 on Wednesdays. I'm sure he can drive Claudia here.
Okay, now let's check the statements. True, false, or no information. Now, let's check the answers. You see, Kenny always eats lunch at home on school days. That's false. Kenny is doing a project with a friend. That's true. Okay. Kenny and Marty are working on a geography project. Yes. That's why we say Kenny is doing a project with a friend. That's true. Okay, the food at Marty's house is delicious. Okay, Marty's house. We don't have any information, you see. From the dialogues, we don't have certain information, whether it's delicious or not. So we say no information. Ali often eats lunch at a friend's on school days. Why? How often does Kenny have lunch at Marty's? This is the second time this week. You see, that's not normal. Okay? Because why Kenny is eating at Marty's house? Because they are working on a project. That's why the second time he eats lunch at his friend's house. Okay, that's false. Claudia is Ali's cousin. Claudia, Ali, cheer up and call Claudia. Her dad gets somewhere. I'm sure he can. Claudia here. Your cousin. Your cousin means Ali's cousin. So that's true. That's true. Why? Because you see here, you can invite your cousin, says mom. Whose cousin? Ali's cousin. Because your is Ali's. Okay, 6. Claudia's father is Ali's mom's brother. Claudia's father is Ali's mom's brother. We don't have information. Okay. But maybe her mom is her cousin, her mom's cousin. I mean, Claudia's mom can be Ali's mom's cousin. So that's why we don't have information whether his father or mother is mom's brother or someone. Okay, so this is the last one for that. Let's turn over the page. We have finished the topic snapshot and we came to the vocabulary, but before that, let's look what's inside. Yes, there are time expressions. Look at the diagrams, read and listen. Once a week means Once a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 7 days. That's a week. A week. Once a week means just once. Twice a week means twice in a week. 3 times and so on. Okay. Now we go back to 2022. Yes. So once a week, twice a week, 2 times a week. You can say 2 times a week, 3 times a week, every day, every morning. So look at the diagrams, read and listen. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That means once. This is the week. Once. Just once a week. So we, as an example, I take singing lessons once a week, we say. So look at here, 2. Look at the diagrams. Read and listen. Twice a week. 1, 2. This is the week. And 2 times. Or we say twice a week. 2 times a week is okay. No problem. They have soccer. That means football in Turkey. Practice. Soccer practice twice a week. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. 1, 2, 3. So we say 3 times a week. A week. We have art class 3 times a week, they say. So for every day, you see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All the days of week. Every day, every morning, every afternoon, you can say, good morning, morning. Good afternoon, afternoon. So I eat a good breakfast every day, we say. So look at here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm empty. Nothing. But on Friday, 1, 2, 3. So on Fridays, we say there is always a new movie at the movie theater on Fridays. Just Fridays. On Fridays. So for that day, we say on Fridays. These are different, but for the days, we say on Fridays. So look at here for the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sunday are empty. So we just say weekdays, not weekends, On weekdays. We only have school on weekdays. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So on weekends, for weekends, we just say for Saturday and Sunday, no. For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no. Just for Sunday and Saturday. So we say on weekends. On weekends, I go to the mall with my friends. Mall, the shopping mall. Shopping center, you can say. Shopping mall. Well, mall is American English. Shopping center is British English. So let's look at here. So what should you be careful? On Fridays, we say on Fridays at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. You see, on Fridays, we eat lunch late. Or we eat lunch late on Fridays. Okay, if you have understood, now let's read and listen.
Unit 7, page 52. Vocabulary. Exercise 1. Look at the diagrams. Read and listen. 1,
Once a week.
2,
Twice a week. 2 times a week.
3,
3 times a week.
4,
Every day. Every morning. Every afternoon.
5,
On Fridays.
6,
On weekdays.
7,
On weekends.
Yes, we came to the pronunciation. You are going to listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. If you are ready, let's start.
Unit 7, page 52. Vocabulary. Exercise 2. Pronunciation. Listen and repeat.
Once a week. Twice a week. 2 times a week. 3 times a week. Every day. Every morning. Every afternoon.
I'm sorry.
On Fridays. On weekdays. On weekends.
Yes. Let's go down to the page. Okay, circle the correct time expressions. Now you are going to look at the sentence. I have art class on Mondays. I have art class once a week, twice a week. Which one? Once, because it's in the sentence we see on Mondays, just on Mondays. So we say once a week. 2. Do you get up early on Saturdays and Sundays? Do you get up early? Look at here. Saturdays and Sundays. Which one? On weekends? On weekdays. 3. Think about this. Okay. They always eat dinner at 9. They eat dinner at 9 on weekdays, every day. Which one do you think? On weekdays, what does it mean? For example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Weekdays. Weekends, you know, Saturdays and Sundays. So, think about this. Weekdays or every day? 4. The restaurant has an international buffet on Wednesdays and Saturdays. The restaurant has an international buffet twice a week on weekdays. Which one? Think about this. On Wednesdays and Saturdays. Twice a week or on weekdays? Be careful. Okay. 5. I am a morning person. I get up early on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. I get up early. Which one? On weekdays? Every morning. Think about on weekdays. Which are the days? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekdays, or every morning. Which one? Okay, let's come to the sixth question. When is lunch? In my family it is usually at 12:30, but on Sunday it's at 2 o'clock. Lunch is at 2. Which one? Twice a week? Once a week? The lunch is at 2. Once a week or twice a week? Look at here. The answer is here. It says it's usually at 12:30, but on Sunday it is at 2 o'clock. So, let's check the answers quickly. You see. 1. Once a week. 2. On weekends. You see here, on weekends, because weekend. Saturdays and Sundays. 3. They always eat dinner at 9. They eat dinner at 9 every day. Why? Because it doesn't say a day, weekdays, Saturday, Sunday, or the other days. So we just say every day. 4. The restaurant has an international buffet on Wednesdays and Saturdays. That means the restaurant has an international buffet. What? For twice a week. Twice a week. Because you can't say weekdays because Saturday is a weekend day and Wednesday is a weekday day, you can say. So we just say twice a week. 5. I'm a morning person. I get up early on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I get up early. All the days are here, so we say every morning, not on weekdays. Because you can't say Saturdays and Sundays for weekdays. These are weekend days. Okay. Now, 6. When is lunch? In my family, it's usually at 12:30. The answer is here, usually. But on Sunday, it's at 2 o'clock. So that means once a week. Just once, on Sunday. Okay. We have finished this activity. And we can go back to the other page. There is grammar. But before that, we have some kind of activity. Let's look at the activity. Look at the pictures. Click, listen, and repeat. Okay, every day.
Once a week.
Sorry for that. We couldn't hear. Okay.
Every day.
Listen and repeat.
Once a week.
Once a week, you know.
On Fridays.
Just on Fridays, you see on Fridays.
On weekdays.
On weekdays because 5 days a week. These are Saturdays and Sundays, so they are weekend days, let's say.
On weekends.
You see, on weekends, just Saturdays and Sundays. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Twice a week.
Twice a week. Every day.
All the days.
Once a week.
Yes. We have seen these and we have practiced the days, once a week, 3 times a week, every day, and so on. Now let's come to the other activity for the vocabulary. So look at the pictures, choose the correct word, then listen and check. Which one? Just check which one can be. For example, for this picture, which one? Try to guess. Look at these sentences, these words and so on, these options, let's say. So, all the days are here, so we use every day. So look at here, just one tick, so that means which one? Which one? Once a week. Look at here, just one day, and yes, one day. So which one? On Fridays. 5 days, you see, and these are Saturdays and Sundays are here, but they are not ticked. You can say they haven't put a tick. So, or they put a tick on weekdays. So, on weekdays we say. Look at here, just Saturdays and Sundays are put a tick. So we say on weekends. So 3 times, yes, 1, 2, 3. So we say 3 times a week. And these are 2, twice a week. Let's check. Let's check. Okay, all of them are ready. Now let's listen and repeat.
Every day. Once a week. On Fridays. On weekdays. On weekends. 3 times a week. Twice a week.
Yes, we have finished this activity too. Now we came to the grammar. Let's look at the grammar. Now, what do we have? Yes, we have a PowerPoint presentation. Now we came here to study this grammar, the simple present tense. When you talk about the time when you do everything every day or something every day, you can use simple present tense, and we are going to study these. Use a question word do or does to base form plus base form to ask questions in the simple present tense. So how do we make questions? This section is about this. You see the questions, question mark. But let's check the PowerPoint presentation. It's opening. I hope it's opening. We're waiting for that. Okay, it will open. Till it opens, we are going to study these part. Now look at the picture. What do they do on Sundays? For example, these friends are going to the mall, or we say they go to the mall every Sunday, or on Sundays you can say. When do your parents get home on weekdays? You see the answer at 7 o'clock. How do Lisa and Mike get to school? Sorry for that. Let's do it once again, but if it doesn't happen, we will go on from grammar section. Now, when do your parents get home on weekdays? At 7 o'clock. How do we make questions? We put the question word at the beginning of the sentence. When, what, how, who. And then we use helping verb, that's do or does. And when you want to ask how often, for example, you have to use how often at the beginning, then does, and the subject who, and take a taxi, that's verb. Now, when do your parents get home on weekdays? At 7 o'clock. How do Lisa and Mike get to school? They go by car. How often does Dakota, we shouldn't try this later. How often does Dakota take a taxi? Twice a week. Who does your dad drive to school? My two friends and me. But who takes the bus to school? Marco. That means this is the subject, who is taking the bus to school. Okay. Now let's listen. Yes, let's listen.
Unit 7, page 53.
And repeat.
Grammar. Exercise 2. Pronunciation. Listen to the grammar examples. Repeat.
What do they do on Sundays? When do your parents get home on weekdays?
Repeat, don't forget.
How do Lisa and Mike get to school? How often does Dakota take a taxi? Who does your dad drive to school? Who takes the bus to school?
Yes, the listening is finished. I'm in the pronunciation section for the grammar. Now you're going to write questions in the simple present tense. Open your books and look at this exercise in Unit 7, Grammar, and Exercise 3. You're going to write questions. You're going to write questions in the simple present tense, okay? Now, when, fin, come home in the evening. This is the example. When does, you see, the helping verb we put here, does, fin. Fin is a subject who does come, or who comes home, let's say. Who does, fin, come. Come is the verb. Home in the evening. You see, you should be careful about the helping verb and the subject, where to put. Look at 2, look at 3, look at 4, look at 5. You've got 2 minutes to do it. You can pause the video and do the activity, and I'm going on now. Okay, we are going to look at the answers. You see, who your dad drive to school? Who does, this is the helping verb, does your dad, the subject, drive to school? This is the question. Okay, you have to write here. 3, how do, because your parents must be two or 3 or 4 grandparents and others, I mean, at least 2 people. So we use do. How do your parents get to work? For how often, they means plural, so we use do again, do. How often do they get home late? And 5, what you usually do after dinner? What do you usually do after dinner? So we use do as a helping verb, and the verb here put into order, then it's a question. Yes, we saw the answers. Let's go back. Sorry. Let's look at here. This is listening comprehension. Listen and circle A or B. What are you going to do? Now look. Yes, listening comprehension. Listen and circle A or B. Look at the questions. What are the questions? How often does Tom have volleyball practice? The answer is given. Once a week now, 3 times a week. 2. How often do they go to school with their mom? Which one? Twice a week? On Monday, Wednesday, Friday, means 3 times a week. 3. When does she go to her grandma's house? It means on weekends. Don't forget Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And on weekdays. Sorry, that's Saturday and Sunday. I misled you. On weekdays, we means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. 4. When does his sister have piano lessons? Twice a week or once a week? You're going to listen and circle A or B.
Unit 7, page 53. Grammar. Exercise 4. Listening comprehension. Listen and then circle A or B. 1.
I have volleyball practice on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
2.
We go to school in my mom's car on Tuesday and Thursday. On the other days, our dad drives.
3.
I go by car to my grandma's every Saturday and Sunday.
4.
My sister's piano lessons are on Wednesday afternoons after school.
Okay, let's
Unit
listen
7,
again.
Page 53. Grammar. Exercise 4. Listening comprehension. Listen and then circle A or B. 1,
I have volleyball practice on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
2,
We go to school in my mom's car on Tuesday and Thursday. On the other days, our dad drives.
3,
I go by car to my grandma's every Saturday and Sunday.
4,
My sister's piano lessons are on Wednesday afternoons after school.
Okay, let's listen the third time, and then you will be able to answer all the questions.
Unit 7,
Listen.
page 53. Grammar. Exercise 4. Listening comprehension. Listen and then circle A or B. 1,
I have volleyball practice on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
2,
We go to school in my mom's car on Tuesday and Thursday. On the other days, our dad drives.
3,
I go by car to my grandma's every Saturday and Sunday.
4,
My sister's piano lessons are on Wednesday afternoons after school.
Okay, let's check the answers. You see, how often does Tom have volleyball practice? 3 times a week. How often do they go to school with their mom? Twice a week, because the other days her father takes her to school. 3, when does she go to her grandma's house? On weekends. And 4, when does his sister have piano lessons? Once a week, just once a week. Yes, these are the answers. Let's go back and let's see what's the following activity. Okay, let's check. Now look at the underlined words in the answers, then write questions in the simple present tense. Use question marks. How often do you have geography class? Now, twice a week. For twice a week, you have to ask how often. How often? For example, look at B2. Sorry, my sister gets to volleyball practice by car. By car means which one? Think about this. 3, where my friends hang out at the mall on Saturdays. So you have to ask a question with this to give to take the answer as this sentence. Okay, for me, I walk home from school. So walk. For walk, you have to make a question. Okay, think about these questions. Pause the video. Do the activity. Okay, pause the video. Okay, now let's check the answers. I hope you paused the video. Okay. How often do you have geography class? Because of twice a week, you ask how often. Now for 2, how does your sister get to volleyball practice? How means by car or by bus. When you want to learn that, you can ask how. How. 3, where? So here the same question. Where do your friends hang out on Saturdays? At the mall. Because of at the mall, we use where. We ask the place. 4, I walk home from school. How do you get home from school? How means how, by car or walking. I walk home from school. Okay, we see it here. Now let's turn over the page. So there is reading. There is reading. Interviews with students. Read the interviews. How do the girls get to school? The interview is about this. So let's read and listen.
Unit 7, page 54. Reading. Exercise 1. Read the interviews. How do the girls get to school?
How do teens get to school? The usual means of transportation are the traditional ones: city buses, school buses, trains, or cars. Some walk. Others go by car with their parents. These two girls commute in non-traditional ways.
Bin is 14 years old and she lives in a small town in Vietnam. Bin, how do you get to school and home every day? Please tell our readers.
Well, it's too far to walk, so we never walk to school. On Monday to Thursday, my dad drives my brother Cam, my friend Dow, and me to school in a small boat. When it's time to go to school, my mom always says, "Wear your life jacket." But on Fridays, my dad can't take us in the boat because he goes to work early. On that day, we ride our bikes. The boat trip takes only 5 minutes, but the school is 10 kilometers from our home. So when we go by bike, it takes almost an hour.
Now I'm talking to Michaela from Mozambique in Africa. Michaela, how do you get to school every day?
How do I get to school every day? I walk. But it's a really long walk. It takes an hour and 15 minutes, and that's twice a day. I leave early in the morning with my 2 brothers, Sebastian and Robert, and we sing songs together while we walk. Then we sing songs again on our way home. We get home late, but when we get there, our parents always say, "Welcome home. Dinner is ready. Come to the table." It's really nice.
Yes. Now I want you to read again the interviews and look at the each statement, and according to the interview, circle the correct phrase, okay? And then there comes, is it Bin or Michaela? Check the correct box. Okay, read these interviews and look at the statements, and these statements, which one has been done by Bin or Michaela? Okay. Pause the video here, read the interviews and do the activities, okay? And come back later. Just pause the video now. Pause. Pause the video, open your book at the reading, okay, Unit 7 reading. Sorry. Read, okay, read and do the activities. And I'm going on now. Okay, we came to ask about activities and before that, sorry, we have to give the answers to you. Okay. Now, Bin usually goes to school by boat or by bicycle. Which one? Well, it was by boat. 2. Bin's mom and dad, Bin's brother and her classmate go in the boat with Bin. Which one? Bin's brother and her classmate go in the boat with Bin. Yes, that's right. Not moms and dad. No. 3. The bicycle trip takes 5 minutes, almost an hour. Bicycle trip, almost an hour, it says. You see, we ride our bikes. The boat trip takes only 5 minutes, but the school is 10 kilometers from our home. So when we go by bike, it takes almost an hour. So that's why almost an hour. 4. The boat trip takes 5 minutes, almost an hour. Which one? 5 minutes. The boat trip, 5 minutes. Bin rides her bike to school once a week, 4 times a week. Bin. Okay, look at here. On Fridays. Rides her bike to school once a week, because just on Fridays her father does not take them to school by boat. Okay, Michaela drives or walks to school. We see that she takes a long walk to school. Walk. So we say walks to school. Michaela walks to school. Now look at 7. She goes with her brothers or her classmates. Her brothers. Takes Michaela 45 minutes. Takes an hour and 15 minutes, because it says here. Here you see it takes an hour and 15 minutes. So the answer is this. Is it Bin or Michaela? Check the correct box. She sometimes rides a bike to school. Which one? Bin. She never walks to school. That's Bin again. I suppose. Let's check. You see. Okay, she never walks to school. Her dad doesn't go to school with the children. That's Michaela. Okay. She walks to school. Which one? She walks to school. Michaela. Yes. She goes to school with her brother and her friend. Her brother and her friend. She comes home from school with her brothers. So she comes home from school with her brothers. Yes, Michaela. Yes. Now let's come to how to ask about activities and transportation. We are going to learn these, okay, in this section. Read and listen to the conversation. It says, now we don't have any other extra activity. Yes, here. Yes, read and listen to the conversation. Okay.
Unit 7, page 55, Teen to Teen. Exercise 1. Read and listen to the conversation.
Hey, Catherine, how often do you go to the movies? About 2 or 3 times a month. What about you?
Same here. And how do you get there?
I take a bus.
Do you want to go together sometime?
Sure.
Now, there are 2 girls and they are talking about going to the movies. And they ask questions about how often do they go to the movies and how do they go to the movie place or to the cinema, let's say. So we're going to listen and repeat, okay? Now this section, sorry for this. Yes.
Unit 7, page 55, Teen to Teen.
Listen and repeat. Don't
Exercise
forget.
2.
Listen and repeat.
Listen and repeat.
Hey, Catherine, how often do you go to the movies?
About 2 or 3 times a month. What about you?
Repeat.
Same here. And how do you get there?
Repeat.
I take a bus. Do you want to go together sometime? Sure.
Yes. Now we finished the lesson and repeat section. Now there is guided conversation. Create a new conversation using other activities and transportation. Use the activities list for ideas or use a different activity. Say, how often do you go there? For example, how often do you, hey, you can write here your friend's name and how do you play football. How often do you, for example, ride a bike? Once a week, twice a week. What about you? Same here. And how do you get there? Okay, do you want to go together sometime? Together with your friend, it means. Shoot. Write this dialogue according to you and post it to your teacher to check if you wish. Video conversation with your teacher or your partner. Okay. Go to the park, go to the beach, go to the mall, go to school concerts, go to soccer practice, and so on. Okay, let's turn over the page. Oh, we're finished. Now we're finished Unit 7, and don't forget to do the activity in Unit. Let's look at here. Unit 7. These activities. Do the activities here and we will check the answers later. You see, the activities are here. These activities. Yes. Yes, now we have finished Unit 7, Teen to Teen 2, Unit 7, Student Book Activities. Homework, workbook activities are your homework, and you are going to do the activities and fill in the blanks. And then, if you wish, you can post it or send it to your teacher. Don't forget, okay? And you also have homework activities for Unit 7. Unit 7. Grammar worksheet, vocabulary, grammar bank again, reading worksheet, and you're going to do these activities, okay? Don't forget. And next time we'll be together for Unit 8. See you then. Bye.